So guys, today Act 2 has now gone live. You can go and play it right now, and today I just have a guide here for you, basically going over what new stuff there is to do, how you go about doing it, and just basically guiding you through all the new stuff that is available here inside of Act 2. So let's just jump straight into it. First off, go ahead and talk to Ido and start off the brand new story quest. Now, this Act's story is actually really good, so I'd highly recommend paying attention to it. The cutscenes that you get in it are also really good looking, and it's just a lot more interesting than what happened during the first act, and sets up a lot of stuff for Act 3, which has me very excited. And from just doing these new story quests, you'll be thrown into both the Tomb of the Elders and the Contest of Elders activities, and they'll give you a basic understanding of how those activities work. But tomorrow I'm going to have a full breakdown of both of those activities, so make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss out on that video. But whilst you're here, I might as well give like a basic breakdown of how these activities actually work and just some tips that I would highly recommend that you guys take advantage of inside of both the Tomb of Elders and the Contest of Elders. So first you'll be loading into Tomb of Elders, which is a pretty self-explanatory activity, not all that difficult, just go through and you'll get it done. Later on you'll be tasked with going into the Contest of Elders, which is just a much longer version of the Tomb of Elders, and I would recommend paying attention to your main objective as well as your secondary, or they give it an actual term, but I can't remember what that is. Just your secondary objective. Get those both done if you can, and also just get through these different rooms and different encounters as quickly as possible, because the faster you're going, the higher rewards you're going to get, and you do get a whole load of rewards, so it's definitely worth it. From my experience today playing it, it definitely gives way more loot than an Onslaught run would give, and takes so much less time, so it's definitely worth paying attention and just getting through those activities. Maybe get some friends together or set up an LFG post of people that know what they're doing. Once again, I'll have a guide on both of those activities coming out tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss out on that. Then after you've done both Tomb and the Contest of Elders throughout the main quest line in this act in terms of story stuff, you're then going to want to head over back to Ido, and similarly to Act 1, she's going to have brand new fieldwork items for you to go and do. And if you have discovered all of the currently available tonic recipes, you'll be able to acquire all of these minor field works, and by completing those, you'll then get access to the new major field works, which are the main things that give you benefits towards like your just general gameplay. So Excess Tonics is going to be the first upgrade here on the left, and it says a chance to receive an additional tonic during synthesis in Ido's lab. And then the other upgrade is called Tomb Raider, where completing bonus objectives in the Tomb of Elders grants additional reagents and reputation progress. So these are two very handy upgrades to go and get. And then also from just completing this, you get a load of materials to make tonics. And then you can also go and complete the key fieldwork here, which will give you a large tonic reagent sack. Once again, just giving you a whole load of materials needed for tonics. Speaking of tonics, there are some brand new ones, which you can see, I believe they're over, not by Ido, they're over here. So if you come over here, you have some brand new tonics. If you go over to your volatile tonics, you'll see you now have an orange tonic. Now, I would highly recommend going through and completing all the story stuff first before you come to the tonic table, because you might not actually have these unlocked yet. But by the time you have completed all the story stuff and done all the major and minor fieldwork stuff, you should have these new tonics unlocked. And you should start with the green-orange tonic here, and then just by acquiring a load of this orange one, you'll then get the rare rarity, make a load of the rare to then get the legendary rarity. I'll have a clip here of me going through all of that. Same thing for the brand new enriching tonics. There's a brand new Tomb of the Elders tonic tab, and this is basically just going to be similar to the Onslaught tonics tab, where you'll just have available all of the new weapons and some other weapons that you can just get from doing the Tomb of the Elders activity. One thing to note is that there is only 2 rare tonics to obtain from this tonic page here. So once you've crafted enough greens to get both of the Tonic of Tomb Weaponry and Tonic of Vintage Tomb Weaponry potions, do not craft any more of the green tonics. Move on to just crafting the blue rarity tonics to then get the actual weapon tonics. That'll be giving you access to the legendary weapons available from Tomb of the Elders or Challenge of the Elders. And then finally, if you come over to the resource tonics, there is actually now a enhancement core tonic. So craft the green to then get the blue, craft the blue to then get the legendary. Similar stuff to what you've done in the previous act. Now, that's basically all of the new story stuff and new stuff to be doing inside of this act. One other things to mention is obviously there are some brand new artifact perks, which you can see down here. Not really too interested in them, honestly. The only good one that I would probably recommend taking a look at is Arc Compounding, where Arc sources deal increased damage to blinded targets. So you will need to focus very heavily into an Arc blind build to take advantage of this. But then you do have these two, the Thick of It and Creative Orbs, which do get some brand new boosts. Creative Orbs boost states that picking up an orb of power, elemental pickup, or a tangle will grant you a small health boost. That's pretty good. And then the Thick of It boost states that while you're surrounded, your weapons have increased handling, swords gain increased charge rate. Not really all that great there, although rapid final blows while surrounded by default will grant you armor charge. So that's kind of useful there. These two first ones aren't really all that important. So mainly just looking at Curative Orbs and Arc Compounding for the main good perks there. I don't know how much of a benefit Arc Compounding gives, but considering that you're going to have to focus majority into an Arc blind build, probably not all that worth it anyway. And then one other thing to mention, be sure to head over to Banshee right now and claim all of the weapons that can be found on his second page. So when you load onto Banshee, hit right on the D-pad or whatever you use on mouse and keyboard to go to the second page to the right, and you'll see weapons there which have a load of god rolls. One of them being the Chill Inhibitor, the brand new grenade launcher from the Vesper's Host dungeon, and it can come with Envious Arsenal bait and switch with spike grenades, so it's very much worth going and picking those up. Now, if you want the Chill Inhibitor or the Indebted Kindness that comes from Banshee, you do need to have completed those dungeons, so you need to own them and then have completed them once, and then you'll be able to get these weapons from Banshee for completely free. And yeah, that's basically it for Act 2 stuff in terms of new content. One final thing that I want to mention as well, there is double Vesper's Host loot currently going on, so if you do want to get some additional loot apart from the VS Chill Inhibitor from Banshee, you can go ahead and jump into that dungeon this week, and I believe it lasts until the 3rd of December, so you have a couple weeks there to farm out double Vesper's Host dungeon loot. So if you're looking for any armor or weapons from that place, go ahead and farm out that dungeon to get some double loot. And yeah, pretty similar to Act 1 overall. Just make sure you get the story stuff done and then head over to Ido here to get those quests so you can then unlock those brand new tonics, which will be beneficial for your general gameplay. And then one last thing to mention here about tonics, again, some of the tonics, I believe it's in the enriching tonics and then Tomb of the Elders, some of these do require Tomb Flakes, which is the brand new material from the Tomb of the Elders activity. So if you're needing these, just run contest or Tomb of the Elders runs and you should be getting this material to drop. Now I'd highly recommend farming out those tonics after you've gotten Ido's new fieldwork stuff done, so that then you're able to get some bonus rep and stuff from doing contest or Tomb of the Elders runs. Yeah, that's everything for today's video. Hopefully you guys have found it helpful. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe. But that's it from me here today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.